Hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Sorry I'm late getting here today, but we had an internet outage for a while. Which meant no TV, no internet, nothing. No, nothing. Well, I had my whatever G's I get with my cell phone, so I did have that. So I did get to watch some videos. So that was nice. So I can't complain. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. So today we're going to do another quick, well, who knows? With me, it could be a slow one-sheet wonder. I always think I'll make a quick one, but, you know, I change directions and then we're down another rabbit hole. But that's okay. We like rabbit holes. I do. I hope you like them too and go with me. Okay. So, I want to say big hugs to everybody, and thank you all for being here, and welcome new subscribers, and welcome back all my other subscribers. It's great to have all of you today. So, one sheet wonder. This is a one sheet wonder, and I used some of the Bloom pack. Let's see. Well, can't see it because I destroyed the front cover. It's the Bloom collection. Hello Sunshine is this paper. It's a 2019 Graphic 45. I have a bunch of it. And so I need to use it up. So we will be using some of that in the use it up videos that I do. And I'm going to try to do one sheet wonders for those use it up videos. So here we go. It is a 12 by 12 cut down to 6 by 6 or 6 by 12, and then I cut them down successively from there however they fit. Do I remember how I did it? Absolutely not. So but right here is our notepad on this one. It's in the back, and it's just got scrap pieces of paper back here, and I just think that looks really quite cool actually. And then we have in here, this is from the front cover of the Bloom. And this is from the ephemera part of the pack. And I just put those pieces in here for the new owner, if there is one. Then here's some stamps and my happy place. And down in this little pocket is a couple of little cards. And we could turn those into journal cards if we wanted. And here we just have another journal card. This is from the front cover as well. Then I just poked a hole in it and put some shreds of fabric in there. And that is it. That is as far as that one goes. So we will try to replicate some of this. But I don't know if we'll replicate it all, because I was thinking I don't really like this part here. I'd rather put a pocket on. So let's see what we can do about that. But we do know the first thing we're going to do is cut off this tear strip up here. Or whatever you want to call them. And I'll use the green paper so you'll know that there's a difference. And what I'm doing. Okay, so 6 inches in half. There we go. Now we have 2 halves. And let's see, are they even? No, of course not. So we'll make this one our inside page because it's just slightly shorter. You see that? Just slightly. That's okay. It's no big deal. Okay, so we want the front to be at least, what's this one? 4.5 inches wide. That's just a nice size for holding on to and writing and that kind of thing. It just feels good in your hand. So at 4.5 inches, we're going to fold this side over here. Okay, so let's start there. We won't get all excited like I did when I first started. when I just started cutting away and all that. Okay, 4.5. And it folds over. That's very nice right there. And then we'll go ahead and cut this off right here. And we will use this piece to create other pieces. So I'm going to cut those off nice and even. I'm going to cut them right together because I want them to be equal on both sides. So there is a little hair left over. You may end up with that or you may not. Okay, so this so far is our inside stuff. And we'll figure that out pretty soon. Okay, now we have this piece of paper. Now what I did on the other one was I measured this to go on the inside. But instead of measuring it out to 4.5 inches, I'm only going to cut it at 4 1/4. Does that make sense? I mean, score it at 4 1/4. Yeah, I did 4.5. So this one is 4 1/4. So it's just a little bit shorter, so it's not sticking out like the other one does. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it and crease it and hug it and love it and all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to cut this one off like we did the other one. Just right along the edge, and we get a little tiny hair that sticks out. That's okay. So let's make sure now we did it right. Yes, that's so much better. Look at that. Now, what I did on this one was I folded this over so that we would create a little pocket on the inside with this piece right here. Okay, so we're just going to fold it from the top and fold it kind of evenly along here. You know, so it cuts evenly. There we go. Nice and creased. And we're going to cut that off because we're going to use it. I'm going to turn it over so I can see this side. There we go. Okay. Now this piece is going to go, I think we'll put it right here. I like that tri-color there. I think that looks really cool. Even though this is sideways, that doesn't bother me. So let's glue that piece on there because we know that's what we want there. Okay. I hope you're all doing well today. Hope everybody is over the flus and colds and all those things have been dragging us down lately. Just seems like that cold just kind of hangs on, doesn't it? Okay. Don't glue this shut just yet. We're not quite ready for that. Okay. So this will be here. And in order to get that in here, we're going to need to cut this at 1 inch. 1 inch. 1, and then we'll. So we still have a little pocket left there. And then we'll score this in half, just so that it folds over nicely. There we go. Just just like so. Oh, look. That's not a very good half, is it? Let's just cut that off. We might be able to use it on something. We never know. Try to use it all up for a one sheet wonder, don't we? Well, we probably won't use these little pieces that we cut off right there. But you never know. Got our garden. We're going to plant it. Okay, so this is going to get glued onto here. Like so. Just like that. But I think we'll glue it on this side first. See that? We're going to glue it so that we can squish it in there. When we go to close it, it will still leave a little enough gap that the book will close. Make sure your words are right side up if it's got words. Okay. Yep. That worked just fine. Okay. And now we're going to glue this piece on to here. So we want this to fit inside of our book. And now remember, we cut it shorter. That's okay. And we're going to do it the same way. We're going to put glue on it, push this in there, and then close it down and push this piece in. So it'll go back as far as it can without creating a problem for the spine. You know, it's hard to know about one sheet wonders. If you have to use extras, is it still a one sheet wonder? I think it is. I think it's the base unit that we're counting as a one sheet. And so I think it probably does. Let me make sure that fits. Hard to get glue off if you already have glue on your hands, isn't it? Okay, so now it works. Yay. Now that looks a little awkward though, doesn't it? But that's okay, we can fix that pretty soon. Let's fix this where I didn't get glue. There we go. This part will get hidden by the tablet that's back here, the little notebook. And now we will glue this together. Now you could leave this open if you wanted to put your a signature in here and you wanted this little pocket here. You could always put another one on the back with other paper or same paper. But we're going to do ours like the other one. So I'm going to close this one because I like this kind of a pocket. I think it's very cool. I like that angular look of it. It's probably because I love the way architecture looks. And because of that, I like the angles and stuff. I think that it provides a unique look and feel. Especially when it's the tricolor and then these words go the opposite direction. I just think that that provides a little visual stimuli to you. So, okay. Now that's our notebook. Now we have this. We can make a pocket here. We can make a pocket like this. That would be a nice little pocket. Ooh, we could make a half pocket there. Ooh, I like that. Shall we do that? Or it could even be a fat belly band. Look at that. It could be a fat belly band. But we could put it in as a half pocket too, and I do love that idea. I like that better than what I did on the other one. I'm looking for my, here it is. So we're going to put that one right in there, and that'll be a pocket right here at the front. I like that. I do. Ooh. Now you can push it all the way back here if you want. I just kind of like that extra look there. But if you would like to do something with that, take a piece of your extra and you can put in a second pocket here in the front, like that. Or you can come to the back and put one in here like this, which I think is a better idea. So we're going to do that. This is our extra little piece. And I don't think we need a thumb notch in this one because it's pretty short. It's a shorty. Make sure you're up to that side of the spine, over to the left. And then here's that little hair of a piece we had. If you want to use it, this is the time you could use it if you wanted. It could be a stripety stripe. But I don't think so. I think we're okay without it. And then we come to the back. Now we need to cut some paper that'll fit back here. Let me see what my scrap drawer has in it. I do have some of these, which all have these holes in them. But they would fit perfectly, wouldn't they? They came out of a thing I wasn't using anymore. Could go that way. I don't really like the holes in them. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting down to just certain kinds of papers in here. Well, not the right width. Oh dear. Oh, what's this? I have those. Those are ledger sheets. There's that one. These are not wide enough. Those are too short. Too not wide. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's start with this one as a base piece. I love that one. We'll go this side. It will determine our width and our length. But we don't have to stick with the width. This is just going to give us a width on this bottom one to kind of cover up this spine piece here. That's all. That's all, folks. Ow! I just stabbed myself with the blade right in my finger. That way. Ow! Boy, that's a Sharpie. Okay, I'm going to use that side. I can cut this one off a little bit. There we go. Not saving those. Okay, so we have that. These could go, but they'll go sideways. Like this. So We cut them right about here. And this could go there we go. That's a nice one. Ooh, that's a nice thick one. Has some blue speckles in it and kinds of goodies. And then we have some of these. There's some green. We can use that. This is a good way to use up all these scraps that you're not sure, what to do with them. Other than if you're backing stuff, of course, with them, if you want to do that. I think that's probably enough. That's a good amount of pieces in there. Let's separate. Oh, see, some of that's still in in ledger form. Okay. So then I took my little stapler and I stapled it twice. Uh-oh, little stapler's out. Let's try this one. Oh, this is my other one. This one won't work. This one will not work. Where's my other stapler? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know where my staples are. I haven't seen them in a long time. They're not in there. That's where they should have been. Maybe I'm out. Okay, well, we go to plan 2. So plan 2, if you run out of staples, is to make holes. So let's go in and make some holes. There's one. And here is 2. Hope that made them right. And then we go in and we take some string. Go this way. Ooh, got that one off. I think with this I would go around a couple times because that'll make it stronger, make it hold a little better. There we go. In one hole, out one hole. In one hole, out one hole. I need a third hand. With this wax thread, it does not like to be tied down. Okay, so there we go. Now let's glue this into place. I'm going to glue the whole back down here. Especially up here because we don't want the back to rip off right there. just going to kind of center that in there best I can. And now, do we have anything left? We don't. We have this little strip, but that will not work. I mean, it would, but that's not what we're using. So we're going to use some pieces from the pack, and these are pieces that are the ephemera type things. So let's put happiness plant, happiness plant. Plant happiness. Let's put that on there, plant happiness. There we go. Or you can put lace on it like I did the other one. That would be fine too. Lace always looks nice no matter what you're doing, because you can use it on grungy or not grungy. There we go. And this is where you can decorate up your pockets and stuff too. Say you want to put this little belly band on here. This would be a great place to do it. Excuse me. Now these are just little ephemera pieces or embellishing pieces that I'm adding from the pack of paper. So I'm still considering it a one-sheet wonder. Here's just a little place to put things. And then we have this one. And it could be a belly band here. Let's put it right here. Make a belly band on... Oh, let's make a pocket right here. There we go. I like that. Pockets are always nice. It's like buying a house. You don't want to buy a house without a closet because you got to store stuff. So you don't want to have a notebook without some pockets because you got to store stuff. There we go. Look at that. It does almost need a tie though. It's quite a little fat guy. It's a little fat guy. Okay, so we need a cover. Garden plants. He who plants a garden plants happiness. I'm going to trim this down a little bit because it doesn't really fit on the front cover very well. Oh, that's a little cutie strip. Okay, save that. Cut that piece off. And cut the same off over here. And I'll cut the green strip off over here. You can save those if you like. If you feel like you might like to use them on something. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on the front cover. I'm going to glue it all the way down. Now if I wanted to put more time into it, perhaps I'd put a piece of fabric under it. You know, that kind of thing. But I'm not taking the time to do that today. Just doing a quick one-sheet wonder, trying to use up some paper packs. There we go. My stomach's growling. Can you hear it? Roar, it says roar. And I cut this one off of the front cover because I thought it would make a nice little tag in here somewhere. Probably here. Yep. Okay, so we're going to cut... Looks like we'll need to cut the top off right there. And then that little piece up there can become something else. There we go. Here's part of a sunshine. Let's put that on there. Our garden will need sun. And I would ink this up if I was making this for myself or for sale or, you know, stuff like that. I might ink it up. I might be putting these on my Etsy site. I would like to get them all on there, and because I've got drawers full of ephemera and pieces and notebooks and one-sheet wonders and little booklets and pretty tags and lacy bits and pieces that I've made. So I really need to get busy and get rid of some of that. That would sure free up some space. 3 drawers. Most definitely would help. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's make this one into a little taggy tag. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Can you see me now? Can you hear my tummy? My goodness, I ate breakfast. Must be after lunch. My stomach likes to eat on time. It doesn't like to fool around. Okay, here's a little taggity tag. So we'll cut that off there. Flip it over this way. Ugh! Glue on my fingers. Oh, that's fairly close. Let's straighten it out a little bit. Perfect. It's not, but it is to me. It's not perfect, but it is perfect to me. Okay, and then we have this tag. I'm going to just round this one. 1/2 inch corners. And I have to clean this out, so there is that problem that I'll have to finish trimming because it thinks I'm being mean. I guess I am by not allowing it to make its full cut. Sorry. We'll get you cleaned out today, I promise. Okay. It agrees. Okay, it said. Little bit country, little bit rock and roll. There's one. Here's another one. There we go. We'll put the whiter one over here. Now I didn't put a eyelet in this one. I wonder if I should. I'd like to put eyelets in them, but because then they last. But there we go. I'm without an eyelet, it says. I'm complaining. Okay, in here it goes. Nice big journal card. And then a nice little one. Let's put it right there. Little taggy card. Made this one quite a bit smaller, thinner. So its little rabbit ears will be smaller according to its size. There we go. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay, so we still have, oh, I have this one. So this could go in here or here. If I cut it off a little bit, I can make it fit. Oh my goodness, I am one growly person. Sorry about that. Okay, so that'll be another journal card right here. Hi, Missy. How you doing? How's my baby? Are you a good girl? What are you finding to chew on? Found a favorite piece of paper, I guess. She's going to go make a journal now. And I am talking about Libby. She loves to have paper in her mouth. She loves to show it off. Ah, look what I've got. I got it away from you. She's a keep-away dog. You know, when she was a puppy, she was so naughty. I cannot even begin to tell you how naughty she was. There were days I absolutely could not stand her. And now she is the love of my life. It's just amazing how she finally came through those very, very naughty stages. But I would go out and work in the yard, and she would come out and dig up everything I planted. And it took me a while to realize that I was planting, she was digging up. And I'd get so frustrated. So I would take her back out, would do it again, do it again, do it again. I did not think I would survive her, to be honest with you. I thought, this dog is getting the best of me. The very best. Okay, so these are extras. We need something here. And we need something here. So let's look at the ephemera piece that came with this. This pack had 2. So we have those. There is also this sheet of paper, which I would consider more like ephemera. And I think it would be kind of cool to do some stamps out of this. And perhaps we'll just cut them off at a weird angle here. Let's cut this tear strip off. Get rid of that first. Away you go. And then maybe 3 down. There we go. And end up cutting some in half here, but that's okay. That is okay. So there we go. And you could put stuff on the back here if you wanted to make those into journaling cards as well. But this kind of gives a nice little stamp thingy right there. And let's see. Oh, we got one there. Oh, we need something back here. So we have that. Now let's look at this. Let's see. Let's take off this part right there. And we'll cut this up this way. And then we'll cut from here to there. Okay, that's probably too big. Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, so let's put another one of these in here. And this one over here. And then I need something in there. maybe this one could go in here. Like so. Let's go back here to the, let's put this in here. There we go. And then I guess we'll have to cut this one down to fit in the pocket in here. So I'm going to cut it to the inside there. And there we go. So, there it is. So you could turn that one into a journaling card, and maybe you'd want to put a little pull tag on it there. Or maybe we would just make one like so. Like this. Put one on there. Oh, that didn't do it too well. Look at that. Throw that away. I don't like that. Let's try that a different way. Let's do it different. There we go. We have one on there, one on there. I think we'll cut it off right about there. And we have some glue. Push it on there enough so it's not going to be sticking way out of your book. Might be, I don't know. And then of course cover the back with journaling materials. And there you go. Now it'll go in the pocket. There. Okay, so there we go. All done with our one sheet wonder for the day. So let's have a peek at both of them. So that is the first one I did, right up there. So there's the front covers. Let's do it this way so you can, sorry, my finger, my glue stuck to the camera. Sorry about that. Woo! There we go. Oh goodness. Okay. This is the first one I made. And I was not happy with it, but it is the first one I made, so I'm happy with that. But it you know, it worked out pretty good. It's really a quick way to do a one sheet wonder. I like the way this one turned out much better. I love that it has dual pockets here. And I love this layered look of these pockets here, where this one, I didn't like it so well. Because this one did not come all the way over. That's why. See, I love how this one comes all the way over and you get that tri-color look. And then we have a pocket and a belly band and a pocket. Oh, we have pockets, pockets, pocket, and a pocket, and a pocket. And I love that. I do. I love it. And then we have, of course, our notebook, which is always fun to have, a notebook. There we go. Little one sheet wonder. There's the back, both of them. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope that you enjoyed this very fun project. And I will see you all in the very next video. Bye-bye.